We have breaking news. The Bills just announced they have fired head coach Rex Ryan. The Bills also let assistant head coach Rob Ryan go. Offensive coordinator Anthony Lynn will serve as the interim coach. The Bills are 7-8 this season. Skip, what's your reaction?
Not surprised. The owner, Terry Pagula, said back in August that it's make the playoffs or else, and it became or else. And I look now at the totality of Rex Ryan's 8 years as a head coach in the National Football League, and those first 2 years as head coach of the Jets start to look like aberrations, in which, as a very good defensive coach and defensive coordinator, he took a very good defense all the way to the AFC Championship game, and along for the ride went his young quarterback, Mark Sanchez. I have no idea how that happened, but it happened twice. And Rex rode that for the last 6 years, all of them non-winning seasons as a head coach.
Correct.
Not very good. And to me, Rex became, his biggest fault became that he had to be the star of the show. He wanted to be the biggest name in the locker room and on the sideline and in the media, and it won't play. We talked about George Karl's problems last week. As it pertained to, his time with the Denver Nuggets. He always wanted to be the star. He reminds me of Rex Ryan. And I think we've seen the last head coaching stop for Rex now, unless somebody wants to hire a sideshow, a distraction, a publicity stunt of a head coach. I do think that Rex will get a coordinator position, and I still think he'd be a really good coordinator. And maybe he'll take his twin brother along for the ride, and Dennis Thurman, a close associate of his, along for the ride, but I think we've seen the last of the quote machine that was Rex Ryan as a head coach.
I'm even less surprised than you are. And first of all, I want to say congratulations to a former teammate of mine, Anthony Lynn.
Yep.
Played with me in Denver for a number of years. That's going to get the interim job, and hopefully
hopefully a head coaching job.
Hopefully he shows enough that he can be the
Yeah.
man to run the ship. If you remember when Rex took this job in Buffalo, he said he did not know why this wasn't a top 5 defense with all the talent. He's been there for 2 years. They're 15th in scoring. They're 19th in total. A guy, this is supposed to be his expertise in their middle of the pack with so much, all that talent that was left up there and that he was going to coach. I agree with you, Skip, all the way. Here's a guy that's cashed in more. I don't know who's worse, because I think Jeff Fisher rode his opportunity of getting to the Super Bowl and losing a lot longer than Rex did. But Rex rode those first 2 years all the way, because if you look at what he did outside of those 2 years, he wasn't even average. He was below average. But, he came in talking. I'm not here to kiss Coach Belichick's rings. Okay, that's a good soundbite. Everybody's going to love you because we, in this side of the job, we like when you talk. It gives us something to talk about. But at the end of the day, while we might like talking about you, we will talk about you when you do not win. And he did not win. And I say this all the time. When someone tells you do this or else, it's probably going to be else. He made it abundantly clear. Get to the playoffs or else. There was no other option. There was no 8-8. There was no 9-7. There was no 10-6. Get to the playoffs, because this franchise has not been to the playoffs since 1999. The Music City Miracle. That was the last time they were in the playoffs. That's almost 2 decades. This is a proud franchise. This is the very franchise that went to 4 consecutive Super Bowls. So, and they love their football. My Hall of Fame teammate, Thurman Thomas, he lives up there. And, we tweet back and forth and talk sometimes. Skip, you know this. This is a football town. It's only one way into Orchard Park. There's only one way out. And they start tailgating early, and they stay late. If you've seen some of the YouTube videos, they be diving off on tables. They're wrestling. But this is a proud football town, and they deserve a coach that can give them an opportunity and put this team in position to get to the playoffs, because the NFL will be really, really good when this team's playing well.
So Rex bought himself a lot of insurance with his can't-miss press sessions, media sessions on either or maybe a Wednesday or after the game. And after a while, it just runs out. I think Jeff Fisher did that because he had such strong relationships with a lot of media people, and it'll buy you insurance up to a point. It probably kept Rex afloat longer than he should have been.
Skip, if you look at them for as far as talent offensively, Shady McCoy at running back, I like Tyrod Taylor.
I do too.
Sammy Watkins at wide receiver, Robert Wood.
He was hurt all year.
But he came back, he had a buck 54. So if he can stay healthy, they got pieces on defense. They got talent. You get the right guy up in here, this can be something.
Tolerance and production, right?
That's it.